Sorry it took a while. She didn't want to come off the ground.
I looked around, no one else was out there. Oh, didn't want to disappoint anyone.
No, you did well.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's good fun. Okay.
All right.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. You ready to roll? Who's going to start?
Unbelievable. Yeah. Incredible. I remember having a conversation with Sloaney in the lead up to this week, and he was like, "Oh, Chelsea, I reckon you'll get at least 30 plus." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, hopefully at least 25. So, yeah, just shocked, and I think I was on the side of the boundary when the figures came up, and just did a 360 and applaud the crowd. So, just unbelievable.
And what was the feeling afterwards? Is it elation, joy, a little bit of heartbreak as well?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was one of those days. Clearly, so proud of the group and all that they've achieved through amazing hard work. But yeah, to have two players go down, which both look like ACLs, it's pretty heartbreaking. But yeah, well, certainly Chloe's young, and Erin, if anyone will come back from it at whatever age she is, it'll be her. So, but yeah, we'll just obviously just want to celebrate it and not try and dwell too much on that. There'll be plenty of time to get around them and make sure that we support them. But yeah, a little bit mixed.
Doctor, obviously the first quarter, Carlton started brilliantly. You guys got back to the group basically the second part of that first term, and the second quarter was just unbelievable football.
Yeah, no, I thought we expected it was going to be a fiercely contested, and Carlton came out with exactly the intent that we thought they would. But yeah, I thought the group were fairly composed in that and didn't look rattled. They sort of steadied, took our opportunities when they came late in that first quarter, and then clearly the second quarter was pretty outstanding football. It was fun to watch.
Where did this Randall footballing achievements in your career after be coach of a premiership?
Yeah, it's been immensely satisfying. Win or lose today, it's been pretty bloody good. So I wasn't. Everyone kept asking, "Were you going to get nervous?" And I thought, I probably will at some stage, but I sort of had a degree of confidence because of just how well they prepared, and I felt if we lost, it wouldn't be through because they didn't show up and have a crack. I just couldn't even envisage that, and so I guess I was relatively calm going in, and as it turned out, that's what happened. They just played at an exceptionally high level, so it's good. Yeah, well, I think the AFL made a really bold decision 3 years ago to create an elite pathway, and the people have responded. So I guess it's just a matter of maintaining that boldness, I think, and be willing to try and take this to wherever it might go. Ultimately, I think what we're seeing is that people are now recognising the quality of the athletes. They're exceptional athletes. We're fortunate enough to know them on a personal level and find out they're exceptional people, but just as a spectacle, it's got the potential to go to build and build, and there'll be a few hiccups along the way, but clearly I think hopefully today demonstrated that there's a market there for it, and we should plough as much resource into it as we possibly can.
Yeah, 100%, and I agree with exactly what Doc's saying. I think even just doing the lap around of the oval, it was pretty surreal, and people screaming your name and turn around for a selfie, and just this unbelievable kind of atmosphere that we've created, and it's I think it's just going to continue to evolve over time, and the young talent coming through is just exceptional. Our young ones today, young Eloise Jones and Danielle Ponter and Chloe Shear, were just unbelievable.
Yeah, Chloe did a knee, but she also took a hang on the other day.
2 minutes beforehand, didn't she? So, yeah.
Yeah. So she tends to get a bit of press around that. Maybe one day they'll be saying they're related to Danielle Ponter.
Chelsea, the back five seems to just have been growing with confidence and connection almost a year on
Yeah, like our team defence is, I guess, quite close, but it's not just the 5 or 6 of us that rotate through that back. It's all the players across the mids and forwards are really prepared to work in that transition, to work back to support us, and then in turn we're prepared to work forward and in the attacking kind of space. So something that we've been, I guess, working on, and just something that really gels everyone together. And I love the working back down there, and we've got some great voices and some great leaders down there that help direct the traffic when it comes through.
Doc, ACL is traditionally a 12-month injury.
Yep.
Obviously, you celebrate today, but at what point then do you, maybe a month or two or a week or two, you start preparing for the 2020 season?
Yeah.
Then, I suppose, factor in Chloe and Aaron, and do you just...
Yeah, well, probably just discussions and decisions for another day. But ultimately, there's a trade and signing window coming up. We're really fortunate. We've got a really thorough process around that. So Katrina Gill heads up our list management. Phil Harper obviously drives it as well, and they've got a number of scenarios. I know that they've already played out, but I don't think they envisaged having 2 players go down with ACLs. So that's obviously going to be a challenge for us, and we'll confront that one when we come to it. But I guess it's mindful of making sure that we make sure today is about the celebration of the occasion rather than focusing too heavily on that.
Just on that, the last time we won one here in the Gold Coast, so I'm sure it was a very different experience, but how do you celebrate tonight?
Long and hard.
Yeah. Yeah, well, some of us have to be on a 6 a.m. flight to Melbourne tomorrow for the AFLPA Awards, but we'll...
Not the coach.
Not the coach. But no, I think we'll just look forward to being together and celebrating, and all the work and sacrifices that we've made as a team and as coaching staff and everyone together. It'd be nice.
Sometimes you just got to play a role.
I think the girls are really good at that, and Doc's had such a great influence on our mental preparation in terms of just keeping us calm, and especially me, probably. I'm probably one to definitely just be 110% at every single thing, and that's probably off-field as well, so it's nice to just someone just to kind of keep you calm, and I guess they're the words that we continue to use in the playing group when we are with them. So post-match last week was more just around just staying humble and just keep grounded, because we don't want to get too excited. We hadn't won anything just yet, and today we've worked hard and won it. So I think it's still important that we do stay humble and enjoy the fact that we've won this. But yeah, just continue to be kind people that we are, and enjoy every minute together. Yeah, Erin's obviously such an incredible person, both on and off the field, and we just share a really special bond. And I guess for Erin and I, we've been through the journey from the start as co-captains, and kind of not really knowing each other really well, or knowing the group, because she's obviously spent time away in America in 2016, 2017 when we came together, and I was from Western Australia, so we really didn't know how to bring a random group of people together, and that bond with not only myself and Erin, but with the playing group has just increased over the years, and we've obviously had quite a number of girls, new players as well, into the side, and I think we've set a great culture at the football club where it doesn't matter if you've spent 5 minutes in the footy club, but we welcome you with open arms, and you're part of the family straight away. So for Erin and I think we complement each other really well. So yeah, she's an incredible human being, and she'll be back, don't you worry. Look, yeah, I mean, at the time, for both Chloe and when I saw her go down, it was obviously just that ill feeling. you don't like to see that for anyone, especially your own teammates. So, but like I said, it's obviously something that we'll work through with Erin and Chloe. But today is about just celebrating the fact of their hard work and what they've done as well to get us to winning another premiership.
Yeah, clearly there's that moment of devastation for the person and the athlete. Firstly with Chloe, so early in her career, for that to happen again. She's already come back from one. And then unfortunately you have to move on to the practicalities of coaching the team and working out what that means for the rest of the side for the rest of the game. Is ultimately there's still some work to be done. So. But now it's a bit of a hollow feeling. But as I said, it's also a pretty good feeling. They won a premiership today, so it was a good day as well as a bad day.
How have you 6 months been in charge?
No, it's been a joy. I mean, the first couple of years I was watching on as a fan. Really, it was interesting. Whenever I watched them play, all my coaching head went straight out the window. I just watched it and just enjoyed it. Just loved watching him as a spectator. But to be involved, to get that opportunity, and it's just been a privilege. I mean, from the moment I took it on, I knew that it was a very special group, and I knew that they were in a place in terms of the game's development where there was a lot of upside. So from a coaching point of view, it was just like the golden ticket, really. And that's proven to be exactly the case. They're an amazing group, and I'm very fortunate to be involved. Yeah, that was great. Oh, brilliant. She obviously, Chelsea spoke about the culture and bringing this disparate group together, and Beck was central to that. Their inaugural flag was amazing. I was watching from a barbecue, and I remember because Eddie Betts was there, and he was like riding the whole game. Like, I'm not much for social media, but I thought if I took a video of this and posted, I reckon it'd go viral real quick. But I didn't. I thought I'll leave that alone. But so for her, obviously, to get back to your question, awesome, nice little circle. Well, we've got a pretty small sample size at the moment, so but that performance was one of the strongest ones that you'll see, and that's not really that interested, to be honest. Just want them to play well and enjoy it and get better.
What would you guys like to see happen next year? I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the conferences, maybe having a longer season. What ideally would you guys
More games, a couple more games. I think the opportunity to like this team and Carlton as well. The games are the bit where you learn. Like we trained really hard, and the pre-season's important, very important. But each time there's a game, it's such a great learning opportunity for developing athletes, and so I understand there's lots of different levers that need to get adjusted to make that happen. But if you want the product to get better, then you've got to do the repetition. You've got to have some opportunities for them to try and fail and learn. So from my perspective, that's the thing. If you want the product to get better, invest in it and enable those extra games. But there is a tipping point there. There's an expansion, another 4 teams coming in, and so obviously we've got to be mindful of the talent and where that spreads. But there's a wave of talent coming as well. So I think there's room for a couple more.
Okay. And I guess it'd be the same as players who just want to play more footy. So it'd be great to have a few more matches. But I'm sure the AFL will review, and with a couple more teams coming in, and like Doc's saying, I guess if people were to look at round 1 through to today's match and just see how far skills, fitness, just how our structures and shape around the ground and contested footy is, then hopefully you've seen a bit of a change that it's going to continue to keep evolving.
What do you reckon? That'll do?
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Appreciate it.